Hello guys, so in today's video we're talking about quadratic equations. Now what are quadratic equations? Quadratic equations are equations that have the highest power of the unknown to be 2. So some examples of quadratic equations are x squared plus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Now when we define quadratic equation, we say a quadratic equation is an equation that has its highest power of the unknown to be 2. So this is the unknown, which is x, which is also not said to be the variable. So the variable, which is also the unknown, is x, and the highest power of x here is 2. If we had something like 2x plus 3 equals to 0, this is not a quadratic equation because the variable, that's the unknown, has its highest power to be 1. We don't have x to the power 2 here. That is why it's not a quadratic equation. So another one is that if we have x cubed plus 3x squared plus 2x plus 5 equal to 0. If we have something like this is not a quadratic equation because the highest power of the unknown, which is x, is 3. So this is not a quadratic equation in this case. But we still have x squared, but the highest, take note of that word, the highest power of the unknown. That's what we are considering when we want to check if it's a quadratic equation. So now let's go further into identifying quadratic equation. So we have this question, which of the following is not a quadratic equation? We have number 1, 3x squared minus 2x is equal to 0. Now we said quadratic equations are equations that has its highest power of the unknown to be 2. So let's check here. The unknown is x, and the highest power of the unknown is 2. So this is a quadratic equation. So let's check for this one too. We have to expand this first to solve. So let's expand this. X will go here in everything in the bracket. So we have x squared minus 3x is equal to 0. So is this a quadratic equation? Yes, because the highest power of the unknown is 2. So yes, this is also a quadratic equation. So here too, we have x squared minus 5 is equal to 1. This is a quadratic equation because the highest power of the unknown, which is 2. So this is a quadratic equation. So let's check this too. We have 5x into x minus 2 is equal to 3. Now let's expand this. We'll be having 5 goes here, 5x squared minus 5x goes here, we have 10x is equal to 3. So this is also a quadratic equation because the highest power of the unknown is 2. Last one is x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0 is not a quadratic equation because the highest power of the unknown is 1. So this is the answer. So the answer is E.